It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll watch the visiting squad as they go up against the Chicago Bulls. For Chicago, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. And before we tip off, I just need to ask Shaq, when you think back to great teammates, what are the qualities that make a great teammate?
Well, you want to play with guys who care as much about the game as you do, a guy who puts the team first, a guy who gets you involved, a guy who has the same dreams and aspirations that you have about the game.
Well, that name sounds like Kobe Bryant to me that you were talking about, but I always look for guys who could push me. And I could push them at the same time, where we could work together. It's a family, the basketball team. You playing for 82 games. You need somebody that's going to be in your corner.
Wouldn't you like to push Kenny?
Push him off the set.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
As long as I
It's a West versus East contest here in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, as the Bulls play one at home. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
Well, they're a team no one wants to face right now. The level they maintain. during this winning streak has really been incredible.
It really has been. I mean, really daunting to face them at this point if you're the opponent. I mean, when they're playing this well, it's going to take an awful lot to knock them off.
Let's check out Seattle's starting lineup. Porzingis is out there with Towns. Then there's Grant, and it's LaVine in at the 2 spot. Now here is Lowry. Back to Wade. Clock at 6. Chandler a screen. The 3. The offensive rebound. It's blocked. Watkins now recovering. Here's Towns, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Towns has got the first points up on the board tonight here for Seattle. Chandler a screen, Wade outside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
On defense, Chicago, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Guys, it was like there was a lid on the basket in that game. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Well, you know, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, guys, and they have nobody to blame but themselves for that. You've got to do a better job of working harder to put up points.
Here's Trent. 9 points last game out, and that one's good.
Good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Steve Clifford.
The phrase superstar gets tossed around the league a lot these days, but that is how he described DWade. He said that DWade's the guy we'll be giving the most attention to because he can function either as a playmaker or a scorer, saying no matter what he chooses to do, he can hurt you. We have to be ready for everything. Easier said than done, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Now here is Lowry. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points.
Kept alive. Here's Towns. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Left side, Chandler. Cousins with it. 20 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job. All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Cousins. And Cousins drops them both. And it's Seattle with the ball. They trail by 3. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
And, you know, when you only see a team twice a year, Greg, it's hard to really get a good understanding of who they are or a good feel for them. And oftentimes, that can lead to a series split.
And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D because that clearly was a breakdown.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Grant kicks to LaVine. The pass to Watkins. Shot clock at 5. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Outside Lowry. Cousins with a screen for Lowry. To the inside. Cousins, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Watkins. Wade is covering. Cousins pulls it in.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number one of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Now here's Chandler. His last outing, he had 8 points. Trent can't hit. Dishes it to LaVine. Down low. Here's Grant, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Cousins, the pass to Wade. Chandler a screen. Wade dishes to Cousins. To the inside, Chandler. Seattle grabs the miss. Towns has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Grant kicks to LaVine. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Seattle.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Chicago. Burks comes in for DWade. And so LaVine nails both of them.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Yeah, none too pleased with the play of his team. And you know what? They just need to get things sorted out.
Yeah, you know, there's not a coach around who would be happy with the way his guys have kind of rolled over during this run.
Bulls trail by 3. Pass to Trent. The dish to Cousins. It's good. It's his 2nd basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Here's LaVine. Boy, he was something else against San Antonio. Towns kicks to LaVine. 6 to shoot. From the top of the key. Hit the tip. It's good on the putback. And it's 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Now here's Iguodala. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Burks can't get it to go. Seattle leading by 3. Here's Towns. He also had a big impact in that win against the Spurs. Here's Grant. That's his 2nd shot and his 2nd basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Cousins, the pass to Iguodala. Passes it to Watkins. Pass to Towns. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. Bulls trail by 5. They set the pick. And it's Lowry penetrating. Here's Cousins. And again, no good by Chicago. For Seattle, they've gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. And he gets it to go. 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep. Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
And here's a group of players that have really been showcasing their versatility recently. The leading three-point shooters among centers and power forwards over the last 10 games. Well, you look at Porzingis, one of the best shooters in the NBA, top 5 in the league at this moment.
And, you know, there was a time in the league when you wouldn't see a group of big guys like this, but the game has evolved. Versatility now is why we see so many bigs that can just flat out shoot it from anywhere.
And these guys are really incredible. I mean, on one trip, they give you points in the paint. On the next trip, they give you points behind the arc. Boy, talk about range and versatility in spades. You got it.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
1:56 left in the first quarter of the game. They set the pick. Screen by Ellis. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, good call there. I mean, feet clearly moving when he set the screen.
And he lowered the shoulder, too. I mean, they were going to get him there one way or the other. I mean, that was an easy call.
Livingston kicks to Holiday. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Cousins. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Now just a 3-point Seattle lead.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Now the pass to Coleman. Burks covering, comes up empty off the pick. Now Chicago's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Three-pointer, and it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Burks has got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Here's Cassell, quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. 5 on the clock, and stolen by Cousins. Livingston kicks to Holiday. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. For Seattle, they'd gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Ellis goes in, passes it to Coleman. Fires the 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Now, here's Burks. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. Livingston kicks to Cousins. Inside, Burks. And he converts the layup. Burks has got 5.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bulls out front as they end the period on a 9-0 run. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team. Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the definition, Greg, of an unselfish player who doesn't care about his ego or his stats.
And he knows that and prides himself on it. That also makes him the kind of player his teammates appreciate so much because they know nobody wins any rings without a guy like Tyson Chandler on the team.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
Always nice to have firepower coming from the reserves, and they've had firepower and then some so far.
We've got Alec Burks, Chandler out there with Iguodala. Then there's Lowry, and it's Trent in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. The free throw drops for Towns. Bulls making a switch here. Wade's checked in. Screen by Grant to the middle, up off the screen. He lays it in.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Wade outside. Back to Lowry. DWade on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. They get it back. Iguodala gets the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 1. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Here's LaVine. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
Wade, and he uses the glass on the layup. Wade's got the lead up to 3 now for Chicago.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
And it's Lowry penetrating. It's blocked. For Seattle, they've gone 2 or 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's LaVine, and another 3 for Seattle.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Wade dishes to Lowry. Chandler a screen. Pass to Trent, beyond the arc. Shot, no good. Seattle goes the other way with it. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
So it's Chicago now after the basket by Seattle. Here's the floater. Shot's good. He's got 5.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
LaVine kicks to Grant. Here's the screen. He dishes it to LaVine. Pass to Watkins. From 10 feet out. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And Seattle leads by 5.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Offensive rebound. His 5th miss. Out 2 for 7 from the floor.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Out to the wing. Lots of room. And it's Seattle with another.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here is Lowry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Grant kicks to LaVine. And it's Lowry with the rebound.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
And it's Wade penetrating. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got his 3rd rebound on the night. This one for 3. Kicks to LaVine. Grant outside. The pass to Watkins. Puts up a 3. That's good. He's got 9.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the missed shots and get themselves back on track.
Has an update from the sideline.
Hey guys, I got a chance to hear what Steve Clifford was saying to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Towns. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Here's Trent. Seattle able to drain the three. With the floater.
Lansing. That's his first personal foul.
The Bulls shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
First one falls for him. Justin Holiday's checked in for Tyson Chandler. And so he makes both from the line. Seattle leading by 11. Pass to Coleman. From downtown, Chicago grabs the miss. And here's Holiday. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Feeds it to Livingston. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And it's Seattle with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Burks pulls it in. Here is Livingston. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Burks can't get it to go. Seattle with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Pass to Coleman. Makes it off the glass. He has 5.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Outside Holiday. And there's the feed to Livingston. Screen by Cousins. Burks kicks to Holiday. Now here's Burks. Not a lot of room. Nice form on the 20-footer. Burks has got 7 points in the game. Seattle leading by 9. There's the screen. Jumper off the screen. Jump shot is good.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Livingston kicks to Holiday. Dishes to Livingston. Stolen away. Burks covering. Out to the right wing. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's rebounded by Livingston.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Screen by Cousins. Livingston passes to Cousins. Clock at 6. Livingston dishes to Cousins. No good. Seattle goes the other way with it. Puts one up from 19. They grab their own miss.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Trent gets the bucket.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Seattle leading by 9. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Here is Livingston. They set the pick. The wide open look here for Holiday. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
To the left side wing. There's the dish to Caldwell Pope. Seattle needs to get off a shot. And stolen by Cousins. Holiday goes in. Livingston kicks to Cousins. And it falls over the rim and in. Cousins has got 10 points.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so we conclude the first half. Seattle ahead, leading by 6. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
DWade, a couple of quick questions for you. What's your attitude right now, and what do you think will be the team's focus for the second half?
Well, I mean, we just want the ball go up. We got to rebound the ball. We got to get in there as a team, all of us, and rebound the ball. You know, they crash the glass, all of them. But at the end of the day, it's about getting a win. We can play any style, and tonight we just want to figure out how to get a win.
DWade, thank you so much. Gentlemen, he likes when they mix it up.
All right, Doris, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
Well, one place they had the edge was on the offensive boards. They converted those extra possessions into points. Nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than forcing a miss and then giving up a second attempt. The offensive glass is going to pay big dividends for them.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Well, it was a huge first half for their bench, a.k.a. the others, played pretty good. When you get a boost like this, it always gives the team a lift. And given how well the others are contributing, we'll probably continue to see more minutes for them in the second half. Starters or not, when players are producing, you got to ride them, cowboy.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Cousins playing well. He's got 10 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
Seattle leading by 6. On the floor for Seattle. They've got Towns. Grant is out there with Porzingis. And it's Watkins in at the 1 spot. The 11-footer can't hit. Good work defensively by Lowry. And Chicago shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. And it's Wade penetrating. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Bulls have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second. Seattle leading by 5. Screen by Grant. Here's LaVine. Wade is covering. To the right side. Towns wide open. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Towns has got 11.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Here's Trent. And it's Seattle with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Grant the pass to Watkins, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here's Wade. He feeds it to Cousins. That falls. Nice feed that time from DWade Wade. That's 12 points here for Cousins. Here's LaVine. Wade is covering to the wing right side. To the middle. Here's LaVine. 7 points in the game. Just 2 to shoot. And it's Seattle with another.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Pass to Trent. Out of bounds. Seattle will take possession. There's a break in the action, so a rundown now. The most reliable power forwards and centers over the past month when it comes to shooting the basketball. Third is Tyson Chandler.
And most of the guys on that list have that unique combination of power and finesse. I mean, a very physical presence with an equally soft touch.
Yeah, and you've got to have a mix of options if you're going to shoot a high percentage like these guys do. You've got to be able to establish good position, and then you've got to have a nice feel around the bucket with both hands.
Now here's Wade. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Cousins inside. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Wade with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins.
And here we have an opportunity to check out Karl Anthony Towns. He's been dominant over the last month. First in rebounding, 12th in scoring, and of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And, you know, just going back real quick to the fact that he rebounds so well, I mean, that's a tremendous feat. He's a monster in the paint.
Bulls making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. The 17-footer. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Grant. And that's 13 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Cousins with a screen on Grant. And it's Lowry penetrating. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. The Bulls have hit most of their free throws tonight. 5 of 6.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen,
2 shots. Roof shots.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Seattle leading by 8. There's the pass to Porzingis. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 6 rebounds in the game. Lowry against Grant. Left side Lowry. Shot clock at 6. Up top Cousins. And here's Iguodala outside. They get it again. Chandler dishes to Cousins. And the layup falls. Cousins has got 17.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Stolen by Wade. Outside Lowry. Chandler with a screen for Wade. Takes the 13-footer. Again, Chicago. Seattle leading by 4. Ellis kicks to Grant. Kicks it out to Ellis. Porzingis passes to Grant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And once again off the mark by Seattle.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Cousins. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That is his first foul of the game. Alec Burks checked in for Chicago. For Seattle, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Lowry against Ellis. There's the pick. He kicks to Towns. 5 to shoot. Porzingis passes to Ellis. Here's Cassell. And once again off the mark by Seattle. Bulls trail by 4. Cousins with a screen on Ellis. Burks dishes to Iguodala. Releases from the wing and drills it. Iguodala's got his second bucket tonight. And Seattle shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Grant outside. Here's Towns. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Towns has got 6 here in this quarter.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Here's Cousins. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. And that's 19 points here for Cousins. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at Sacramento. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, Seattle right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
And I think for Seattle, they look like a team on a mission. We knew coming into this season that they were going to be one of the teams to beat. They've done nothing to change anyone's mind about that.
That's for sure. I mean, expectations were high for these guys, and they've more than lived up to the hype.
Now here's Ellis. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. That shot wide open.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
And the jam by Andre Iguodala.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Outside Holiday. Burks kicks to Cousins. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Iguodala. He's averaging 7 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Cousins. Both free throws good from Cousins. Seattle leading by 3. Here's Cassell, and the rejection by Cousins. And here we go. Burks' shot is good. Burks has got 9.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And it's Seattle with the ball. After Alec Burks has scored, here's Coleman. Off target from 3-point range.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
They set the screen. Burks. They get the rebound.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Here is Livingston. He dishes it to Holiday. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Seattle has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Screen by Ellis. Cassell kicks to Ellis. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Cousins has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Passes it to Livingston. Kicks it to Cousins for the lead. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Seattle.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
And Seattle making a change here. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
Boy, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunity.
Pass to Watkins. There's the pick. Here's Coleman. Good on the 3-point shot. He's got 15. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Sure has been. I mean, guys, momentum is hard to come by in this one. I mean, it seems like one team gets the lead and then the other one storms right back.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
So it's Chicago now. Seattle able to drain the 3. Puts it up from 12. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Seattle has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. For the 3, that's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Livingston passes to Cousins. Seattle grabs the miss. Watkins. No good. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Seattle leads by 3. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Bulls trail by 3. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Lowry. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Chandler. Then there's DWade. And it's Trent in at the small forward position. And it's Seattle with the ball. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Grant outside. Here's Porzingis. From outside, off the mark. Porzingis has gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Outside Lowry. High post Cousins. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Watkins passes to Porzingis. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And Seattle leads by 3.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it. Side to side until they finally get the one they win.
At the line for the Bulls, 1 shot.
One shot.
And that one falls for Cousins. Balanced scoring clock for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
You might want to cut down on that sugar intake, though, Clark. But anyway, everybody's been involved in this offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively.
Here's Lowry. After the basket by Seattle. 4 on the clock. Stolen by Grant. Here's Porzingis, and he banks in the layup.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Wade left side. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
You can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down. You know you're flown.
Here's LaVine. Wade is covering, and the pass to Watkins. Here's Towns, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And Seattle leads by 4.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. They're getting outshot from the perimeter. He told them, we've got to close out faster on the outside shooters. These threes are killing us. Kevin, can they tighten their D?
Thank you, Doris. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Wade gets the bucket.
Use D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending him to the free throw lines than to have him get that good a look.
There's the pick. LaVine dishes to Towns. Tries from 16. Rebound by the Bulls. Cousins has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Wade gets to Love. Chandler is screen. Feeds it to Cousins. Towns with the steal. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
That one misses for LaVine. Bulls trail by 4. The drive by Lowry. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
For Seattle, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Grant kicks to Towns. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Tyson Chandler.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Towns drops them both.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Now, here's Lowry. Now the feed to Cousins. No good off the pick.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
They set the pick. Passes it to Watkins. To the left side wing. Here's Towns. Got a piece of it. Chandler with the steal. Wade on the wing. Here's Cousins. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Here's Lowry after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Lowry passes to Cousins. LaVine with the rebound. Seattle leading by 4. Pass to Watkins. Goes back up. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
2 shots.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Bulls trail by 6. Now Lowry. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Towns, the pass to Watkins. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Towns dishes to LaVine. 5 on the clock. And there's the pass to Watkins. Here's Towns. Here's Porzingis. The shot is off. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Trent passes to Lowry. Here's Trent. He's covered by Grant. That's good, and the Seattle lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Trent.
And he had 1 in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Passes it to Watkins. Dishes it to LaVine. Towns at the elbow. Grant, right side. Knocked loose. And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop. And that one's good. Now just a 1-point Seattle lead.
Well, you talk about clutch plays, defensively and offensively. We saw both right there.
And the gap's narrowing right now, Clark. Every second from here on out counts. Neither team can afford to make mistakes. You got to manage the clock and play smart. Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Chicago making a switch here. Burks is checked in, and Seattle also making a change. Coleman's checked in for Grant. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. For Seattle, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Here's LaVine. Burks covering. Pass to Watkins. Here's Coleman. And just miss after miss right now.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Down low. Watkins. Burks covering. Watkins passes to Towns. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Oh, perfect execution. The size mismatch was there, and they went right at it.
Not only perfect execution, how about perfect timing, too?
Seattle leading by 4. The dish to LaVine. Here's Watkins. And again, Seattle with the triple.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
You know what? I think he had to call timeout right now just to get his guys to regroup because they were really ragged out there.
Yeah, they've got to get some things straightened out, and sometimes the best way to do that is with the timeout. They look to be overwhelmed right now.
Here's Cousins. Got a piece of it. Here's LaVine. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
We need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
There's 1:34 left in the fourth quarter. The drive by Cousins outside for Lowry. Fades back. Breaks a big height bounce and goes in. And that's now 30 points here for Cousins.
Boy, can he finish in the paint. That's one thing we know he's good at.
Here's Coleman. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball. Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Seattle with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. The pass to Watkins. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Connects! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul.
They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Towns with it. Now Chandler defending. Inside. Cousins knocks it away.
Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
Yeah, you got to get points here. I mean, there's no way you can get around it. You've got to be able to get baskets here in a short period of time.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Bulls foul. Trent. That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Chicago.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Outstanding work at the foul line to make this a 2-possession game.
Here's Lowry. Not enough on that one as it misses. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Shooting for Chicago, Watkins. 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
Trent. And it's off from 3-point range. And so it's Seattle winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game.
You know what, Ernie? I must admit it. I didn't see this kind of performance come from him tonight. He's been coming off a stretch of game where he just looked lost out there. To see him turn around this quickly, it's a nice surprise. Play after play, he was getting after it, making plays, and making it look easy.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.